Good morning. I'm back for a part two. But before I get to that, let me clear something up. I think some folks are confused about what I was talking about when I was talking about what happened when I was growing up. That's my truth. My truth is my truth. You got your own. I wasn't saying anything bad about her. It is what it is. But to clear that out of the way, I'm gonna say what I want to say, and that's it. I don't care who don't like it. I'm gonna say what I want to say. You can feel how you want to feel. That's your business. But so she came back, and when she came back, things went back how it was before. She stayed around for a while. Melvin got used to her. He loved her. That was his mom. Even though I was there from the beginning, kids still love their mom no matter what. That was his mom. He loved his mom, and she loved her kids. It just was different. We love different. It's just the way she loved, the way I didn't want to love. But ain't nobody perfect. So she came back. She started. She was taking the kids to school and stuff like that. And let me jump. Let me see. So she taking the kids to school, doing what she's supposed to do. She stayed around for a while. I ended up pregnant. So this time I got pregnant. I was dating this guy. I wasn't fast though. But I was dating, not one of the ones who I was telling y'all about the first time. So I was dating this guy. He was older than me. I told him I was 19, but when I was dating her, I was 16. So I ended up getting pregnant at 17. I was so afraid to tell her that I was pregnant. So I had told the guy, I was like, well, I'm pregnant. And he instantly like, well, okay, I'm gonna make you an appointment. I'm like, appointment to where? He was like, I'll make you an appointment. By me being under 18, she had to sign for it. So I thought I really, loved the man or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. He was talking about getting an abortion. And she was on board. She was like, okay, he gave her a couple dollars. So she was good with, riding with us to take me. So at this time, it's an old lady stayed on the same block we stayed on. And I was basically living there like a caregiver. I was taking care of the lady or whatever. Like I was grown. And so I remember the guy he came to the house and he kept telling me, he said, this is something you need to do. That's the only reason we're going to be together. So I felt like I loved him and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and do it, whatever. And then my mom, she was like, yeah, it's the best thing. I'm like, okay, bet. I'll be ready in a minute. So I went back in the house and I told the lady, I was like, I'm going to be back later, okay? Because she couldn't get out the bed. And I was like, okay, I made sure she was good. I had somebody watching her while I was gone. It was like I was grown. I was like, I'll be back later. So he kept knocking on the door, rushing me. Come on, you got an appointment, da-da-da. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. So as I was walking out the door, I felt like a little, look, in my stomach. I'm like, maybe I'm hungry. So I got my purse. And I think I had got some crackers or something to eat. So like, that was the baby kicking me. So I put my hand on my stomach. I'm like, and the baby kept kicking me. Like the baby knew where I was taking, like where I was on my way to. So for a minute, I just stood at the door holding my stomach. Like I never felt the kick before. And I just had my hand on my stomach. Like I wasn't even showing that much. I had my hand on my stomach and the baby kept kicking me. Instantly, I got a whole attitude. I went to that door. I was like, I ain't going. This man was so mad. He was like, what you mean? I said, I ain't going. You ain't going? Okay, I can't do nothing for the baby. I can't do nothing for you. Okay, sir, you weren't going to do nothing anyway. Bye. And so he went and told her. So my mom came back up there, you so stupid, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I ain't going. So I didn't go. That, I don't regret not going because I love my daughters to death. And that just I didn't need you anyway, sir. You weren't gonna do nothing for me anyway. Probably knock me up again and again and again. So I end up still trying to wrap my mind around, okay, you finna have a baby. Like, you finna have a baby. I'm like, dang, you know, it's gonna stop what I got going on. So, I I still was, my mind wasn't right. I still was going out, still was partying, wasn't in school, just going out. I always hung out with older people. I had this friend girl. We had fake ID. I'm talking about, I used to use my mama ID. We looked that much alike to get in the clubs. And I remember one time we had went to the club. The guy was looking at my mama picture, her ID, and looking at me. Looking at the ID, looking at me. I'm looking at him. Look at the ID. He said, "This you?" It is. I don't think it is. Sir, I come here often. It's me. He ended up letting me in. Time of our life. Again, had time of life. So I remember going to this club. I don't even remember going to the doctor that much when I was pregnant. So I was at this club with my friend girl in West Memphis. We was in a dance do contest. I could dance then. I'm dancing. All of a sudden, I was hurting so bad. I said, "Baby, take me home." I was hurting so bad. Went to she took me home. I told my mom, I said, "I think I need to go to the hospital." She said, "Go." I called my auntie. She stayed not far from me. Her husband. They came, took me to the hospital. The people kept checking my blood pressure with different machines. Like, it's impossible for your blood pressure to be this high and you still walking around. My pressure was like two something, over two something. It was that high. They admitted me. My mom had to come and sign some paper, but she didn't come that same day. She came the next day. My auntie, signed what she could, whatever. My auntie paid her to come up there the next day. She came. I ended up staying because I was only 7 months. So I ended up staying there for a while. And they was trying to stop, my labor and stuff. I was sick as a dog. I'm talking about sick, scared and sick at the same time. And my brother and them, they was coming up there and, they was so sad. They was come up there. But the guy, he ain't never come. He was like, "It's on you, sis." So, make a long story short, I was there for a while until they had to go on and take her because, I wasn't getting no better and she wasn't getting no better. And she came out, she was 4 pounds and 11 ounces. And I was looking at her, I was like, man, now I really get to take care of her. Like, when you think about, like, you never been showed, like we don't get no instructions, we don't get no book, we don't get no nothing about nothing in life. And when I had her, I knew I had to protect her. And I loved her from the time she was in my stomach. And so I was just looking at her and I was like, man, it's my baby. I gotta do right by her. And so after she got out the hospital, she, she had like a lot of bronchial problems. They didn't want to say asthma and stuff like that. So the old lady ended up passing away, so I had to go back home. That was, I didn't want to do that, but I had to, right? I had no choice. Come back for part 3.